subscribe if you haven't done so already. Do hit that notification bell also. Would very much appreciate that. Okay, lovely Virgos. Let's see. Virgo. There is some kind of new passion that's coming in, something creative, something that you've discovered that's really going to keep you busy, keep you like there's a fascination I'm seeing here, something that you're very fascinated by, and you there's this eagerness and getting more and more enjoyment out of it. And I do see this like connecting with new people, connecting with other people. It feels like, oh, you know, you're matching wavelengths here, you're matching energies, you're meeting your matches in many ways, you know. It is something that I see you've decided to cut off certain energies around you that you realized, you know, that you question whether they were real or not real friends, you know, or just the people around you, how genuine they have been. And as you clear that out, you're manifesting new people in your life. There is something that I see has felt like a bit of a burden on your mind, emotionally and everything. You know, you've been carrying the weight of something, possibly a financial burden or something like that. But I feel like it's instigated you to make some serious changes, like permanent changes for you. You're doing a certain thing that perhaps goes against the grain. It's not like everybody else, and that's not how you are anyhow. You're very much your own person. You're becoming more and more responsible and independent. I do see that there's a good karmic effect around you as well. There is somebody around you that you haven't spoken to in a long time. There's been like some silence. You haven't spoken to, and there is an energy from their side wanting to resolve this. But I see you have less and less interest as time moves on. But you know, you may very well hear from them. Something, I'm guessing a message, something about the origin of a story, or being original, or something like that. You know, like I was saying, something about authenticity is very important to you, so you want to make sure that whatever you do is authentic, and you know the background of a certain thing if you're getting involved, and you know you're doing you're doing the work here. I do see financially it's a little bit, you know, perhaps it's been a bit tight, it's been a bit, you know, uneasy, but later in the month it feels so much better. It feels like there's something in your prosperity is working out, and it feels lighter. You know, the load is a lot lighter for you in terms of certain financial responsibilities and whatnot. It does work out. There is something, perhaps you get a bonus, or there's something that there's an increase here, you know, better at saving and whatnot. Although there are some expenses that you may have to have, but like treating yourself, I just see like you're treating yourself as well. Certain important expenses, but you're also treating yourself. New shoes, new wardrobe, all of that. There is someone that is maybe a little bit needy around you that likes to stick to you, and you're not that kind of person that likes to stick to anybody, or you know, like that kind of like clinginess. That's what I mean. But there is a person that's around you that's clingy, and you kind of like have a soft spot for them, so you don't necessarily mind, but perhaps it's, you know, it's like it hasn't quite reached your limit, but once it does, they'll know. But you know, you have a lot of admiration around you, a lot of attraction. All right, let's see what the cards have. Oops. Three of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. Ten of Wands. All right. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh wow. the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. As we were talking about kind of understanding and knowing who is real and who isn't, who's genuine, who isn't, and there's something, and that goes for many other situations that you have been involved in, no longer serves you. You don't want to live in any kind of negative energy or anything that caused you, any kind of upheaval. And you're determined to really move past this, move on. There is a very strong decision I see you making, and you're closing that once and for all. And you're going in the direction where you feel you're going towards a direction of fulfillment, where you feel fulfilled and you are receiving this fulfillment for sure. It's a brand new start for you, Virgo. I definitely see this new start, new beginning, one that really kind of gives you the kind of hope that you had been, you felt perhaps you weren't sure of before, gives you that stability, gives you that strength. There's a new cycle, new world that you are entering, one that is enriching, it is abundant, it is rewarding, and you're receiving your blessings here. You have the strength to, say no more. There has been something that you've been building up, and I do see some kind of communication, Page of Cups, communication coming through. Page of Wands. Oh wow, a lot of very strong communication. Things are starting to feel really, really balanced as well. There's something that you get a key, by the way. So you get a key, an opportunity, something opening up for you, perhaps a new job, a new place, a new structure. There's just a lot of new things, new structure in your life, and I do see you're very, very independent, but at the same time, somebody wants to connect with you in a very deep way, deep level. That's what I'm getting here. There is a question that I do see being proposed to you, and it feels very much like you're starting to get the communication coming through, rather than things feeling stalled, rather than you feeling like you're in the unknown. Now it's the known. Now there are these opportunities, offers coming to you, and you feel very much like, how like lucky, that you feel in charge, that you feel something that really sparks your passion and your enjoyment is starting to come through. Not opportunities or offers that don't mean much to you. Everything that is happening, that is coming through, is full of deep meaning. I definitely just see a lot of strong communication that starts to flow, starts to come through. The pace of many of things in your life is starting to really pick up. Temperance. The Temperance. I do see you becoming emotionally more fulfilled, and there is an energy here where it feels like the start of a new happiness. A new happiness here. And the Temperance, I feel like you're going to feel like a new person here, Virgo, with the Temperance. Something feels very settled, a lot more balanced, and you have made the transformation work to your good, in your favor. There is something that I also see with the help of the universe. You're receiving these answers, and there's certain qualities that I see you're going to connect to someone else that has similar qualities that you have yourself, or qualities that you've been looking for. That's something, a message I just got through also here with the Temperance. There's something that is happening that's really, really going to benefit you. Really going to benefit you, and something feels very like, okay, it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and there's no more going back. There's a big, big answer coming in for you. Love this. Okay, let's see what the runes have for you. We have the rune of Degas. I'm going to pull out 3 runes. VIRGO. Ooh, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. And Gable. Wow. Okay. So the rune of Degas is the rune of this breakthrough. It's exactly what's happening here. Breakthrough. Degas is like a new day, as we were talking about, and you are receiving this awareness, especially here with the 10 of Wands. This is the rune of awareness as well. It's like something has triggered this big ripple effect that is happening here. Once you have this amazing breakthrough, there's no more going back. And this is the rune of VIRGO, which is your luck, your abundance, as we were talking about. You will have this wealth in whichever way you see wealth. And I do see, like, financially, your prosperity is going to look a lot stronger, a lot clearer for you, and just living a life of abundance as well, of luck. And it's like you have this more of a sense of freedom, with the things that you want to do, with whatever you choose to do as well. You're able to do so. And that makes you very, very lucky. And here, the rune of Gebo is the rune of partnership, of love. There is something I definitely see. There's a softness there. There's a soft spot. And it's like a change from the normal, change from the usual, perhaps, kind of people you connect with, a person, or in the romantic sense, perhaps. This is a strong rune for love. So there's a lot of loving energy coming from this healing, completely starting anew. It feels so fresh. It feels so prosperous.